It's DJ Ash Noble here. Welcome back to another stream. It's been a good few days since I've done one of these streams. So I did the Happy New Year one, and I've had to take I've not been able to stream for the past couple of days. So it's not been, let's just say, the best start of the year for me, and things are now finally looking up again. So I developed a little bit of a medical problem in an area that I'm not going to describe. So essentially, I developed this lump, and it caused like a mega pain to the point where I had to go to a doctor's about it, and essentially the doctors sent me on to the hospital, and they had to get rid of this lump essentially. And they managed to get rid of it, but like they couldn't get rid of it without causing some form of pain. So I've been on a little bit of a recovery, and I've actually got to go back and have a full-on operation. So the whole sort of situation, it's like it's not over yet, but it's like definitely on the way to be on the mend. So I've not actually really done anything music related this year, which I'm really gutted about, because like I had all these plans and I wanted to jump straight back onto FL Studio and get some things done. And I've not even actually been on the decks yet this year, which is crazy to think as well. um so I'll be doing all of that next week, so do not worry. So yeah, so welcome back to another stream. I've got some announcements. I've got like little updates and things, and just a general insight into what you can expect sort of going into 2024, and what you can expect from me music wise, because there's quite a lot of things coming up, and we're doing really well, and I'm really looking forward to some of the things that are coming up. So, first one we'll talk about is the main reason why I wanted to stream, and that is the set times are in for Chain Reaction. So I know now what time I'm going to be on the stage behind the decks, and if you don't know about that gig, it's on the 26th of January. It's in Sheffield at Record Junkie, and myself and DJ SLB, we're doing a bouncy, like a 90s bouncy techno, old school 90s bouncy techno style set. And we planned a really good set for it, and it's going to absolutely go off. And yeah, we got the set times in the other day. Literally yesterday, we got the set times in, so you can catch myself. You can catch SLB. We're on at 10:30 until 11:15, so we're on for a 45-minute set. But this is where it gets a little bit exciting. So myself and DJ SLB joining us on our set. On the MC side of things, we've got the Godfather, MC Nats, and we've also got the legend MC Space. So I'm proper buzzed about this. It's like a proper, Nats is like a Destruction, Uprising, Doncaster Warehouse, old school legend. Been smashing it since the 90s. He's a favourite on the mic as well. Loads of people, even now, still love to see him on the mic. And then Space, again, just another uprising legend, and just another legend who's rocked the mic for years. And it's really good that they're getting a chance to come onto our set, and it's really good that we're getting Space and Nats up on our set. It's like a really, for me, it's like a really amazing thing. It's like, it's an achievement for me, because they've rocked it for years. And plus it's a really good chance, for new people like us, who are still sort of up and coming, and stuff like that. It's really good for us to get to work with these legends, and for these legends to get to see what we're all about behind the decks. And it's just going to be really fun. Really looking forward to it. Super looking forward to it. So we've got a really good set planned, and I can't wait to get down into the club and play it. It's going to be an absolutely shed load of fun. And don't forget, a week before that, we're in Leeds for Antimatter with myself and myself and the layman are going. Myself and MC Dukins were on set, so I'm DJing. He's MCing, and I've got a nice little tasty bounce set sort of in store for this one. So I'm looking forward to that. Really looking forward to going full power with this set, and it should be really good. Some really good bangers should be in there as well. And then we move into February, which February at the moment there's a little something on the cards, but it's I've not fully announced it yet. It's not like a full-fledged event. It's actually like a private booking, but it's going to be quite an enjoyable one. If it does pull through. And I know there was a brand for February that was looking for DJs and MCs, and I made myself known to be available, and I think I got tagged in it as well. And I know one of the promoters, he did add me up as a friend on Facebook as well. So I don't know if that was just him sort of having a nosy, like, does this guy gig out much? Is this guy quite relevant, kind of thing in the scene, to get a booking? Or maybe he was just adding me in general because he'd seen I'd been mentioned in the post, or I'd commented or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see if the booking does, the booking does come to light for me. Then that'll be really good. That'll be another gig traveling somewhere that I won't have been to before, and it will probably be ticking off a nightclub on my list that I'm aiming to go to this year, even if it's not to DJ. It's just a venue that I've heard so much about. It's a venue that I've wanted to go to for quite a long time, so I'm going to try and get myself to that venue and see exactly what all the fuss is about. And it looks like a really nice venue, so I can't wait to hopefully step inside this year. Like I say, whether I'm DJing, whether I'm just raving, it's going to be really good to step inside that nightclub and do something a little bit different. So it'll be really good. And then we move into March, where there's two bookings in March. One has not yet been announced, but I'm looking forward to announcing it. It's going to be really enjoyable. So I'm looking forward to announcing it. It's going to be a shed load of fun. So it's a traveling gig, and I'm going to a place that I've not been yet before, and I'm actually going to an area of the country where I've not yet gigged either. So I'm quite looking forward to hitting up that one, and it's going to be a shed load of fun as well. So all I'm going to say is I'm going to be travelling up to the northeast, and I've not been to the northeast for a gig since I've been doing this music thing. And I don't think I've ever been up north really to do anything music related. I went once on a coach trip, and I went once with a friend. We drove, me and the layman drove a friend who was picking a motorbike up from Newcastle, or something like that it was, or Middlesbrough, or something like that. And that's about really the only time that I've ever been sort of up that sort of way on properly. I went once years ago to pick up some tickets at the old Tall Trees, which is no longer a nightclub anymore. Sadly, one of the if not the best nightclub in the UK. There was just something about that place, and sadly, I never got to go in there. But I'm coming up to the northeast, and I'm going to be playing a gig in the northeast, and I'm looking forward to announcing it. nothing too crazy, but it's, it's a nice little gig, and I'm looking forward to going up there and just making some connections up there, and just going up to that end for a change as well, because I go sort of the Leicester way quite often, and I go to like Leeds and Sheffield, and even when I'm raving, I go, to Doncaster quite a lot, and there's nothing wrong with them places. Do not get me wrong, but it's going to be nice to go to somewhere a little bit different. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we've got the dysfunctional beats in late March, where I am taking to Doncaster, and I'm emceeing up on Silver Street, and that will also be a shed load of fun as well. I'm looking forward to that one. And I think, if I'm rightly in remembering, there will be some other things happening on Silver Street as well. So I'll probably be making myself aware, and I'll probably be hitting up some of the other things that will be going on Silver Street during that time as well. So it'll be really good to go and see all the things that are going to be going on upon Silver Street, and it'll be good to get inside of the Storm nightclub as well. So we'll definitely uh, we'll definitely drink to that. And there is literally a Pepe's at the bottom of Silver Street, so that is another big buzz. Although I would imagine the one in Hull would have more than likely opened by that time, or at least I hope it does. I'm hoping it opens very soon, because that's just round the corner from where I work. And then April, I think April at the moment is looking quite sort of empty at the moment, and then we move on to May, where we're going into Stoke-on-Trent, but I can't tell you what for. So that one will be announcing any time now. They've announced like one of the headliners, and they're just like literally going to announce like more information sort of anytime now, including like the flyer and stuff, and then I'll be able to say, look, I'm a part of this, and it'll be really exciting. So that'll be good. And then June, well, I think I'm actually in Stoke-on-Trent twice in May, believe it or not, but we'll have to see. I think they're both like, I'm there one week, and then I think I'm literally back there the following weekend as well. So I'm gonna have to see how I juggle that one. Um, I might even just like ring up with the hotel where I normally stay, and say, look, I've got a couple of gigs. I'm gonna essentially be staying 2 weekends on the trot for one night. What can you offer me, kind of thing. And then we'll see what happens, and we'll see what they say. It all depends, like, because I know the first one I'm going to, the hotel where I'm gonna stay, that is like it's like about a 10-minute walk, if that, from the venue, and it was like a really handy place, and I really enjoyed the whole vibe of it as well. So I'm like really looking forward to being able to go back there, and then just have that like really short walk to the nightclub, and then just literally be like proper solid and sound, and whereas the one the following week, I don't think the venue's even been confirmed yet. So it could be like right at the other end of town. So who knows? All I do remember is Stoke-on-Trent, to get from where I was staying to the actual city centre was like a real pain. But I think if I remember rightly, it was really awkward to get the um, train. Like, I think I had to get like quite a later train, because I think the one I was initially gonna get, I think if I remember rightly, it was like a bit later on in the afternoon, and like there wasn't one I could get like any earlier, and it was quite a long walk into town, so like I've just got to kind of see roughly how that's gonna pan out, and take it from there. and yeah, some really great things coming up, and this is just the start of hopefully some more things to obviously come. So we've got a pretty sort of exciting year to come so far, which I'm really excited about. Hopefully, when I have this operation, it's not going to put me out of action for too long, because I don't want to be out of action. I don't like being out of action, and I can't really afford to be out of action. So I'm hoping at least that I can get these next two gigs out of the way before I had, like, because February is quite a clear month for me. So as much as I'd love like February to fill up, and and have like gigs in February, like I'm kind of hoping that, like, if I don't fill up with gigs in February, I can kind of use that to recover from the operation. Like if it does end up like happening around that time, because I'd hate to like be like going away somewhere for like a big gig, and then like the weekend before, like, oh, you're gonna have your operation kind of thing. No, no, I'm not. Even though I probably won't be able to say no at the time. Um, it's I'm just gonna be a little bit of a couple of weeks, for like walking about and things. Once I've had the operation, I'm gonna be a bit delicate, let's just say, and certain things rubbing when I'm like wearing clothes and stuff isn't gonna help. So I've been advised from somebody who has had this like same operation, that you could be a good 6 weeks actually healing, which is like a month and 2 weeks. So I'm not the best pleased about that. And the more annoying thing is, I hope it isn't gonna like affect me from like being able to stand behind my decks and stuff like that, because like I just can't, like, even now I've not had a mix yet this year, and I'm just itching. I want to get behind my decks. I want to jump on my computer, and I want to get back onto all the music projects. This sort of being just sort of sat where I'm, because at the moment I'm away from everything. I'm not currently at home, you see. So I've got no computer. I've got no FL Studio. I've got no decks. All there really is like watching TV and browsing my phone, and you can only do that so many times before you kind of think like, I'd love to just jump on FL and start working on a project, or jump behind the decks and have a little bit of a mix, and before you know it, that just doesn't happen. So it's I'm looking forward to being able to get back to that, and also to get back to the youth work as well. I'll be returning back to the Goodwin Development Trust next week, and starting up my youth work again. And stuff will be happening. The following week we'll be starting the music lab and the studio sessions, and then we'll be going to Leeds for Antimatter, Matt Rich's birthday, and then the following week will be the chain reaction, and then we'll be going into the beginning of February, and private party in February at the moment, and things will be moving along. So I just can't wait for it all to start happening. I kind of hate that initial where kind of like Christmas and New Year is just kind of like finished, and you're kind of in that little bit of a, you haven't gone back to work yet, and things just haven't fully got back to normal, but you're kind of ready for them to get back to normal. There's no more bank holidays for till sort of around the I think around the Easter time, and then you just thought, the May bank holidays, and you know all that kind of thing. And then obviously, just that initial getting things back to normal, getting things moving and grooving again, if you like. It's kind of like the thing, isn't it? So yeah, but we've got a really good year. We've got really good things planned. I'm looking forward to them. Nevertheless, I can't wait for them to start taking place. So I'll be obviously updating the whole journey this year, like I do every year. Gig announcements, gig aftermaths, footage from gigs if I can get any, general, you know, weekend antics and, you know, different projects and whatever gets announced, you know, I'll be making the announcements over here on YouTube, and obviously I'll be letting you all know exactly what I'm going to be doing throughout the year. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you obviously keep up to date, and I'll be doing the odd non sort of DJ related streams. I might do some again and talk about like Grand Theft Auto and stuff. Just I enjoy doing that now and again. And although I'm not like massive on video games like I used to be, I still have a small interest in them. And like when there's a game that really takes my fancy, like Grand Theft Auto has always been a favourite of mine for years. I do like to talk about them, and I do like to obviously mention them and stuff like that. So we'll do the odd streams like that as well. I'll do some of the other ones like where we look back at the old MCs or the old productions and stuff, and you know, I'll review sample packs and show you projects of remixes that I'm working on as well. We'll, you know, do the whole lot. So make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to share, and we'll see you all soon. Boom.